I, like many of you, recently went out and experienced the cinematic masterpiece that is the Minecraft movie. And I have to say, if there was ever a single film that was a landmark in the degrading attention spans of humanity, I think it would be this one. After I finished watching it, I had the same feeling as if I had just been sitting there doom scrolling for 2 hours, with me and the group of friends I went with only able to recall vague remnants of a plot.
This place makes no sense.
Anyway, after this surreal cinematic experience, I started seeing the movie everywhere. Malgosha would haunt my daydreams. That weird, flamboyant pig warrior guy would invade my psyche.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
And of course, any form of social media was, and still is, full of Minecraft movie quote landmines. It was clear to me that my Minecraft movie journey was not over. I was gonna mod Minecraft and make it as close to the movie experience as I could, and I was gonna beat it. I loaded up a fresh world with 2 main goals. Number 1, find and defeat Malgosha. And number 2, the classic, beat the Ender Dragon. When I spawned in, I got to completing the classic fresh spawn Minecraft tasks, punching dirt and trees and whatnot. I was experimenting with the controls when I accidentally got distracted by my own shadow and accidentally committed animal abuse.
Oh, sorry.
Now, I hadn't figured out yet that you could just hold a button to like mine stuff. So I spent a significant amount of time just like boxing this tree like Mike Tyson.
Minecraft.
I made a crafting table and my first pickaxe.
Yeah.
And set off to find some stone to upgrade it when I saw a village on top of a nearby mountain.
Oh, what?
I spotted my very first ore in the side of the cliff and rushed over to mine it.
Oh, some coal.
Physically swinging my pickaxe. Again, I wasn't holding down the button, so mining this coal vein took like 20 times longer than it should have.
Geez, Minecraft is a lot more tiring when you actually have to hit the blocks, isn't it? It's getting nighttime.
I then entered the village in search of shelter for the night and immediately stole the first bed I laid eyes on.
Oh, that's actually poggers. Can I get in there? Yes. What am I doing?
I then had a very awkward run-in with some villagers as I tried to find the appropriate buttons to interact with them.
You don't like that? Oh, sorry. Why do you hate me? I can't talk to you.
Why do you hate me? I screamed after stealing their bed, touching them inappropriately, and punching them. I then upgraded my pickaxe.
I am Steve.
Which you may notice I did by actually placing things on top of the crafting table like they do in the movie.
This is a crafting table.
That's because of this epic mod that I got installed. Then I figured out the jumping IRL jumps in game. And that you can swim with a breaststroke action.
Oh, that actually works. That's sick. Oh! Come here. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I'm drowning.
I tried to make amends with the villager I'd assaulted, but only made things worse.
I'd love to see browse your wares, good sir. Oh, I'm so sorry. I promise. I didn't mean to do that. I'll be on my way.
I made a furnace and placed it in a spot that I instantly regretted.
That's stupid, isn't it?
And while destroying it, I made the discovery that I could mine just by holding the button.
Oh, I can actually mine like this.
I then moved in with this poor villager that I've cursed with my presence and immediately started renovating his home.
Do you mind if I do some remodeling? Is that cool? No, that's good. Oh, I'm swinging this thing around, bro. Listen, I'm sorry I just clobbered you in the back of the head, but could you please move?
I put in the most sketchy staircase in this dude's home without his consent and talked to him like I did him a favor.
Oh, how's the serenity, hey?
In the morning, I found that the village was far larger than I first realized and saw the epic security team.
Oh, yeah! Hey! I mean you no harm, good sir knight. Oh, bread.
I then looted another unfortunate villager's home, stealing his bread.
They love crushing a loaf.
And I found a lava lake.
Lava, chicken.
I was then at the point in every Minecraft playthrough where you feel it. the pool. I began to yearn for the mines, and I started digging into the mountain right next to my house. I found some iron hidden behind some coal, which prompted a far greater reaction than was warranted.
Yes.
I then rushed home to turn the iron into a pickaxe, and I logged off for the day. Now, the next session I recorded, I just totally blanked and forgot to press record on my webcam. So you're just gonna have to imagine some idiot in the corner of your screen flailing his arms around. I set out with a boat in the dark of night to do some reconnaissance on my surroundings. And I found out that you actually have to row, physically, which I think is kind of sick. And when I say kind of sick, I mean it made me feel ill.
It's giving me a headache.
After a hard night of rowing, I ditched the boat in favor of some good old-fashioned walking. I journeyed across the desert and came across a couple of random blocks of planks, which led me to...
Oh, I think that is a mine shaft.
I entered the shaft, and my desires for the mines were being quenched.
We're mining.
It wasn't very lucrative though, and kind of small. When I exited the mine, it was nighttime in the desert, and I faced off against my very first foe.
Hiya, boyos.
Then I came across yet another mine shaft. This one was much more substantial than the last though, and I crouched like a cave diver into an abyss, which led me to find a huge gold vein, which excited me greatly.
Mine. Craft. Mine. Craft.
Although, at the time, I didn't realize that it was gold, and I mined it with a stone pickaxe like a fool.
Oh, this is gold. I thought this was iron. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm a Minecraft veteran. The cave kept descending deeper and deeper, but I didn't mind as I was finding coal, iron, gold, and lapis on the way down. Then I had a noble duel with the zombie.
Away the opponent. Yeah. A sweet blade.
And found the spawner where he came from and found some pretty poggers loot, not gonna lie.
A saddle. That's sick.
The cramped mine then opened right up into a huge cave, revealing a cave spider spawner.
Whoa.
And I almost lost a 1v1 with an arachnid.
I hate you guys. Yeah. No. Am I gonna die? Oh, I'm out of food. Whoa.
Lucky I had some loaf to crush, or I would have been in a very bad way. I retraced my steps out of the cave and got fully jump scared by some phantoms.
Oh my god.
I'm actually kind of glad I forgot to record my webcam, because whatever I looked like, I can assure you, it did not give off strong boy aura. I cowardly waited out the night and then walked back home through the desert, singing to myself to pass the time. When I got home, I used my riches to make a new sword and shield, and set back out when I spotted him.
Oh, a horse. I see a horse.
A noble steed would be the perfect companion to help transport me to and from the mines. I approached the beast and gave him a good pat before I accidentally punched him in the head.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I then mounted, and funnily enough, he did not want a bar of me.
Whoa! We got a fucking Bronco.
But I tried again, and he was mine.
You love me?
So I saddled him up, dressed him in his armor, and decided to name him
Gerald. Gerald the horse. I like that.
I then mounted my noble steed and took him for an adventure through the wilderness.
For Aslan.
To the mines.
When
When I arrived, I dug out a little stable for him and hit the mines once more. I confronted the cave spiders, which were no match for my new armaments,
Back, foul beast.
and I pressed deeper into the cave. I was traversing a narrow, twisting offshoot of the main cave when I found it.
Yes! It's about time that I mine a diamond.
I headed back out to the main cave area and spotted a light blue shimmer on the roof.
No way.
I block jumped up to them, which required me to physically jump and then place a block underneath my feet, which was genuinely a workout.
This is not for the faint of heart.
I netted myself 2 more diamonds and was on what I like to call a miner's high.
Diamonds.
That's miner with an E, by the way, for all of you Minecraft YouTubers out there. Then I got lucky yet again.
Oh, yes!
This mining expedition was a true success, as I left the mines with 10 diamonds, 24 gold, and over a stack of iron, coal, and redstone. Not bad for my first big mining trip. When I got home, I made a diamond pick, a diamond sword, then I made some iron armor and called it a day. Next time I logged in, I was inspired to become independent, and I decided to move out of this poor villager's home and build my own house on top of the mountain overlooking the entire village.
Villagers, hear ye, hear ye. I am your new king. You must bow before me before sunrise, or you will be hanged.
Power corrupts.
Anyway, let's get to building.
I started flattening the top of the mountain ready for foundations when it started raining,
Bloody hell.
and I expressed my displeasure like an Australian tradie boomer would.
She's pissing down.
Then I made a start on my house. I took a few steps back to see whether the block combo was working for me when I accidentally fell off the edge and almost plummeted to my death. I then block jumped back up, which took a significant amount of effort. Then I had my second run-in with the Phantom, which I started out confidently,
Foul beast, face me.
but as it continuously evaded my strikes, this confidence quickly eroded and I retreated back to the safety of the village, waking a stranger from their slumber, dragging them out of bed, and taking it for myself.
Sorry, bud.
Class act.
I was desperate.
I then chuckled mercilessly as I watched my nemesis commit immolation in the skies. And then I continued constructing my abode. I then met the neighbors on top of the mountain for the first time.
Hello, sir. Distinguished gentleman. I can give you 24 paper for an emerald. That's kind of like free money, isn't it, bro?
I left immediately to make a sugarcane farm so I could have an endless supply of paper and by extension, emeralds.
What are you?
And that's when I saw him.
What the frick are you?
Dennis, from the film, was in my game.
No way. Dennis! Hello? Wait right there, Dennis.
And more importantly, was now my friend.
Dennis! Yeah!
However, I did start out our companionship on the wrong foot,
Whoa.
and I punched him by accident.
Oh, sorry. Jeez, I'm bad at this.
I tried to apologize by singing the Dennis song from the film.
Dennis! I can't remember the song right now, but if I could remember it, bro, I'd serenade you.
Anyway, I continued making my sugarcane plantation when I noticed that Dennis would literally teleport to my location every few meters.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Dennis, you're freaking me out, bro.
The next session, I took Gerald out and rode him across the desert to the mines. Now, you may have noticed that the audio was glitching out a bit there. And whenever that happened, my audio from my headset would distort and the frame rate would chug. This was very unpleasant and will have consequences later on down the line in the playthrough. I hit the mines with Dennis in tow, but I'm not gonna lie, his incessant barking and constant teleporting was really harshing my pristine, serene mining vibe.
Dennis, you're always in the way, my guy. Can you leave me alone?
Then I found a small lava lake, which was perfect, as I had brought along a water bucket with me so I could make some obsidian and then enter the Nether.
With this bountiful loot, I'm going to enter the Nether and destroy Malgosha.
I was peacefully mining enough obsidian to make a portal when tragedy struck.
Ooh, Dennis! Dennis, no! Dennis, no!
I stood there motionless, in shock at what had just happened.
You didn't deserve that.
Still processing the loss, I was just aimlessly mining blocks when...
Whoa! What a roller coaster of emotions! Dennis died so I could live in luxury.
I started making my way out of the mines with my diamonds and enough obsidian to make both a nether portal and an enchanting table. And out of nowhere, I just wrote perhaps the greatest Minecraft parody song ever written.
You gotta know when to torch him, know when to block him, know when to walk away and know when to run. You never count your diamonds when you're sitting at the enchanting table. When you're sitting at the crafting table, there will be time enough to count when the Ender Dragon's dead.
When I got home, I crafted up an enchanting table and put some basic enchantments on my gear. Then I made one of the modded weapons, which was added with the movie mod pack, the battle axe.
Oh yeah.
Which I immediately enchanted with fire aspects to make it as epic and cool as possible. Then I put the finishing touches on my house. Then I collected some sand to melt down into glass to make a super epic nether portal over a lake of lava. But I did get a little bit distracted.
I think I need to test something out before I build this. They go flying! Whoa! Did you see that? I cannot have a witness to murder, my friend. Bah!
With that psychotic break out of my system, I continued on with constructing the nether portal. Now, you will remember that my first goal in this playthrough was to defeat Malgosha and the piglin army. Now, the mod I was using that added these guys into the game literally had zero information on where to find Malgosha or how to spawn her, if that's how you do it. I had no idea. I was literally just guessing. And my first idea was to check out a nether fortress, as in the movie, Malgosha and the piglin squad are in the nether, and if I was a member of a piggy royal family, I would hang out in the fortress, in the castle. Declaring war against my rival, I entered the nether.
Malgosha, you will be queen no longer. Flint and steel.
I entered the nether in a precarious spot and quickly worked to secure the portal,
This is very, very dangerous.
before climbing up the hill and running into a modern mob edition.
Oh! Oh! He's got a freaking bomb! Oh my god! I just got suicide bombed.
Not a great start to my nether adventure, but hey, at least I was alive. And I soon found out that I had a friend on the inside.
Oh, I got a golem in here though. This is nuts. Oh yeah.
It wasn't long, however, before I had a run-in with another modded freak.
Foul demon. Boo! Oh! Didn't expect that one, did you, bud? Boom!
After dispatching the piggy, I carefully made a bridge over a gap, only to immediately fall off it and land in front of two more piggies.
Oh no! Oh! No! No! Oh! You're massive!
Now, I still hadn't died yet in this whole playthrough, and after barely surviving that encounter, I was looking for a way out when I witnessed a pig literally jump to his death in an effort to end my existence.
Now how the frick do I get back? Oh! These guys are maniacs.
I then gazed out across the abyss to see like 400 golems populating the nether. Confused, I made my way back to the portal, logged off for the day, and decided to remove the mod that added those dripped out golems, because I don't think having an army of overpowered behemoths spawn in the nether was an intended interaction. I logged back in the next day and yelled out into the abyss, declaring my hatred for Malgosha.
Malgosha, I'm going to find you in this land somewhere, and I will kill you.
And one of her minions heard me bellowing and attacked me in a fury.
Are you mad? Wait, why are you mad? I'm wearing gold.
Turns out, wearing gold does absolutely nothing to deter these freaks.
Whoa!
I came across another piggy foe, this one the largest I'd faced yet, and we had a grand battle.
Oh! Oh no, oh, I've made a horrible mistake.
Although in our noble duel, I accidentally hit one of the neutral zombie pigs and mistakenly triggered an all-out gang war. I say gang war, but it was really just their gang versus only me.
Oh, I'm on half heart. It was an accident. It was not a hate crime.
As I looked around and saw more and more pigs running towards me, the reality of the situation slowly set in.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. Okay, I need to run. No, no, there's so many. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
It finally happened. I died. To be honest, I'm surprised it took this long. Now, remember a while ago how I was complaining about my VR headset lagging out in the desert? Well, this had actually been happening consistently ever since my headset updated, and it was making my playthrough genuinely not enjoyable at all, as I could only play for like half an hour or so before it gave me a headache with all the frame drops. So, I made the difficult decision to complete my Minecraft movie mission without VR. Which is cringe, I know, but it was either that or I was going to stop playing entirely. So anyway, the next session I spawned in as a regular Minecraft guy and went to collect my stuff I had lost in the Nether. Only to find all the piggies were still fully raging against the machine that was my Minecraft character. As if you're all angry! How am I supposed to kill all of you? I tried to take them on one by one, backtracking and even consuming my golden apple, but it just wasn't enough. Oopa. No! I then went straight back inside the Nether with nothing. I dodged the freaks, I picked up my diamond sword, and even though I was very low on HP, I killed the main aggressor and was safe.
I need my bread. It's all down there.
When I stopped and had a moment to think, I made a very interesting decision. You're kidding me! As if that kills me! I am a Minecraft god. When I re-entered Minecraft Hell, the piggies respected my drip and chilled out, and I managed to retrieve my belongings. On the way out, I came across one of the modded skeleton archers who were actually so OP, it's crazy. Just take a look at how fast these guys can fire arrows at you, it's ridiculous. Dude, your fire rate is actually crazy, bro. How are you firing that fast? I cleaved him off the side of a cliff with my battle axe, and I made it out with my valuables. Actually nuts. I dumped the stuff I didn't need in my home and went straight back in to find the villain of our story, when a duo of kamikazes tried to end my existence. Oh, what the freak? Poof! Poof! Leave me alone! Oh my lord. Shortly after the attempt on my life, I accidentally pulled off the most ballsy parkour maneuver you have ever seen. Oh, that's crazy. That is actually crazy. Now, remember, the only reason I'm so committed to finding another fortress is because I suspect Malgosha will spawn in there. But after a collective 2 hours of aimless wandering, I still have not even seen a glimpse of any fortress. I was out here doing all the classic Nether stuff. I was 1v1ing ghasts.
Yes.
I was making sketchy cobblestone bridges over lava. I was mining quartz, all while trying not to be mobbed by gangs of pigs. Oh, they're everywhere. Oh my lord, they're everywhere. Oh, he's got a bra on. Why do you have a bra on, bro? Maybe it's a her. I'm sorry, is this violence against women right now?
I promise. I didn't mean it.
I then realized I was fully lost and out of food.
Where did I even come from?
When I was searching for the exit, I came across a firing squad of movie skeletons, which triggered my fight or flight response. Oh! And I started running through the wilderness.
There's so many.
Luckily, I actually ran in the right direction and found my sketchy bridge and booked it across.
I'm running the gauntlet.
Don't look back. Oh. No. 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 I had lost my pursuers with my epic parkour mountain goat spec, but just as I was about to leave through the portal, I spotted a pig squad straight up doggy guarding the exit. Oh my lord. What is this? Oh! I was on death's door on 1.5 hearts and decided to just stick the teleport. Oh, they're fighting each other. It's crazy. No way! But a filthy little piggy had been camping the portal and viciously stabbed me in the back upon my re-entry into the overworld. What a weak move. I went straight back to pick up my stuff, only to find that most of it had actually been teleported back through the portal. So naturally, I went back into the Nether only to find my most valuable possessions being flaunted in my face by my murderer and thief. You're kidding me.
Why do you have my gear, bro?
So I did what any nobleman would do, and I tried to cave his head in with a pickaxe.
I've got a pickaxe. I've got a dream.
Which was honestly going alright until he brought his mates.
No way. This is bad.
He's actually insane. These piggies were actually styling on me. So I grabbed my diamond sword and went back in there to avenge myself. I expected a much more grandiose battle, but I sort of just rocked up and stabbed him in the back, and that was about it.
Thank you.
As I climbed up my little mountain, I was tossing up the idea of making my driveway not a literal death trap with sheer drops when I said howdy to my neighbor.
To you too, my good man.
I inspected his wares, deciding instead of making my home safe, I would expand my sugarcane plantation to make even more paper to trade with this guy. And then came home for the night when...
What? No! That's really depressed me. I know you can kill them though. How do you kill them?
I decided I was going to cosplay Herschel from The Walking Dead and lock him away until I found a cure. Spoiler alert, I kind of forgot he was in there for the rest of the playthrough and never cure him. I then continued my search for a fortress in the Nether, spending 20 minutes traveling in a single direction. I even got the achievement for visiting every single Nether biome, but still, no fortress. Frustrated with my inability to progress, on my way out of the Nether, I decided to amuse myself by parkouring across basalt pillars.
This is dangerous as...
I got rewarded with instant karma.
Why did I do that?
If it wasn't for my feather falling boots I enchanted earlier, I would almost certainly be dead. I made it back to the overworld yet again when I ran into an apparition.
Oh, you're alive. I thought you got eaten. If you're there, then who the heck is in here?
I was equal parts ecstatic and confused that my neighbor was alive, and I celebrated by bartering with the gentleman before continuing my quest in the Nether. I continued along the path I was going previously until I ran into Shroud in skeleton form.
That was a nuts shot, bro. This guy's insane. He just hit like a 360 no-scope off Rust.
I obviously hadn't had any luck finding a fortress yet, so I tried tunneling straight through the netherrack so I could see new areas. I even tried composing a catchy jingle to summon one.
Nether fortress, where are you? Nether fortress.
But that was fairly short-lived, and instead I just sat there in the dark, brooding and mining to the Nether music. Then, it finally happened. I had found a Nether fortress.
I found the fortress.
Yes! Or at least I thought I had.
Oh, I thought this would never happen.
Now, I am an epic Minecraft veteran, but admittedly, it's been a few years since I was properly into Minecraft. And just as they started revamping the Nether is sort of when I just checked out. Alarm bells started ringing as I found random blocks of gold in the walls.
What is this place? Is this a fortress?
I searched through my achievements and found that I was yet to receive the achievement for entering a fortress.
A Bastion remnant.
My sadness was immediately quelled though when I discovered the loot room.
Whoa! I got chests here. Whoa! Netherite upgrade.
I calmly attempted to dispatch a piggy, but my battle axe knockback effect ricocheted him up the wall and...
What?
I respawned and went straight back into the portal again, not bothering to bring any supplies. Fully outplayed a skeleton.
Oh, dude, I'm nuts.
But unfortunately, I couldn't outplay the massive piggy wearing a bikini that hunted me down as I lost the ability to sprint.
Uh-oh. Is he too fat? He's not too fat.
I resorted to backpedaling and beating him with a stick that I'd picked up by accident on the way over. It ended the way you would imagine.
Oh no.
I went back in, this time bothering to bring something in to defend myself, and I secured my loot. I was literally just about to head home when this psychopath jumped from the ceiling and caved my skull in with an axe.
Oh! No! No!
I was a broken man. I was starting to actually run low on supplies, so I hastily chucked on an iron sword and went back in to secure my belongings again. I took out a lone piggy, then spotted a movie skeleton.
Nope.
Now, I didn't bring a shield to block his barrage of arrows, so I just ran.
He's insane. He's insane. Please don't kill me. He's gonna kill me, isn't he? Oh.
It did not end well. I took yet another iron sword from my collection and came across another movie skeleton freak.
I hate you. Don't kill me. You're insane. You're in that. They're too good. That's in.
At this point, I was starting to lose my patience and my sanity. I was running dangerously low on supplies at the house, so I crafted a single shield and went straight back in. immediately putting it to good use as I orchestrated a skeleton civil war after deflecting an arrow.
Oh, they're mad at each other. I need to leave.
I obtained my single iron sword that I'd lost previously, and then had a close call with a piggy with a spear launcher. I was only on 2.5 hearts with no way to regenerate health when I rounded the bend to find a whole gang of freaks.
I hate this.
My heart sank in my darkened room. But against all odds, I actually made it through by grabbing the aggro of the movie skeleton and using his arrows to take out the pigs before very carefully dispatching of him. I breathed a sigh of relief, then I finally got my stuff back.
Oh, my stuff.
I tucked into some food and made it out alive. What a journey. Next time I logged in, I went straight back into Minecraft hell, which was quickly starting to become my real life hell. And I kept on digging through the Nether from the Bastion. I tunneled into a clearing and had a good look around for a fortress, but even after all this time, it continued to elude me. In my hunt, I came across a lone piglin child, which I sucker punched, hunted down and murdered when he tried to run. I just cow punched a child.
He's running. Why are you running?
Meet your end. This prompted an aggressive mob to commit violent acts against me. A valid response, honestly.
I shouldn't have done it. I'm sorry.
But don't worry, I slaughtered the men, women, and children with ease. Whew. Am I the bad guy?
Are we the baddies?
You gotta understand, at this stage, I had spent over 10 hours just wandering the Nether in the hopes of finding a fortress that maybe had a chance of spawning Malgosha. I was tired, boss. Some of you will hate me for this, but I had fully just had enough of searching aimlessly, so I took matters into my own hands. I copied the seed of my world and created a new creative world so I could just like fly around and locate where another fortress was. On my creative world, I recreated my portal in the same location and I entered. So here is my portal in the exact same place as my survival world. I'd explored for a couple of hours that way and tunneled for many hours that way. Turns out, if I'd explored this way for like 5 minutes, I would have found a fortress immediately. No way. I excitedly loaded back into my survival world, hopped into the Nether, and sure enough, there it is. After all this time, I could finally begin my hunt for Malgosha. As I searched high and low for my rival, I was greeted by the locals.
Ooh, woo.
I secured the blaze spawner and farmed up a couple of rods. I narrowly escaped death from a wither skeleton, surviving with only half a heart and no food. It was time to go. These are the torches I placed to lead me back to the portal, but like a fool, I missed it and kept pressing on, following a different trail of torches I'd left on another adventure. I then witnessed a gang phase into existence before my eyes, and they straight up murdered me. No way. Now, when I went back to recollect my belongings, I still hadn't realized I'd taken that wrong turn, so I went towards the Nether fortress to retrieve my items, and by the time I realized my mistake, it was too late.
Where did I die?
Oh, that's where I went wrong. Like, actually, where's my stuff? I had lost my stuff, and I was losing the will to live.
That's very depressing.
As I mentioned earlier, all of these failures in the Nether had left me dangerously low on supplies, and with the recent loss of all my best items, I had to go on another mining expedition to replenish some resources. Now, from this point onwards in the playthrough, I am fully 100% convinced something was deeply wrong with my game. The difficulty was turned up to 11. Like, take a look at this one frame. There's a skeleton, 3 zombies, 3 spiders, an enderman, and 6 creepers. And this wasn't just an isolated incident either. From here on out, there's just an absurd amount of enemies all the time.
What has happened to my world? Why is there so many?
Anyway, I managed to mine out heaps of resources and got caught up in the mining flow state when I was very rudely interrupted. I was not coping. I was so deep in the mines that I genuinely had no idea where I was, so I had next to no chance of obtaining my items.
That's really bummed me out.
And I rage quit. I loaded back in a couple of days later, spirits high, and set out on foot across the desert to pick up Gerald and try to find my belongings.
Hey, buddy.
Now, the only clue I had was I died in an area where there was a little gap in the roof and I could see the sky from underground. So my strategy was to just ride around the desert and peer through any gaps in the terrain to see if I could see any torchlight. I never found my belongings, sadly, but I did find another village and shipwreck, which I wasted no time in pillaging.
Oh, sick. Hey, boys.
Upon entering the village, I made a huge discovery.
Whoa, there's camels? I've never seen you before.
I dumped my valuables in a chest and hit up a new cave right next to the village. I almost immediately perished from a suicide bomber. I spied with my little eye some little diamonds for me to mine,
Yeah.
which triggered a Chris Brown rendition.
Yeah.
Bet you didn't see that coming. This expedition was quite lucrative and I brought home a heap of iron and 8 diamonds. With my reserves well and truly topped up, I was ready to focus on my main goal once more. I was determined to find Malgosha once and for all. Back in the Nether fortress, I searched high and low, but I couldn't find any sign of Malgosha.
I do not think Malgosha is in this realm.
Deflated, I scoured the mod page again to see if I missed any clues on where to find her. And I noticed that I can make a petition of rotten pig, which apparently would start a piglin raid if I entered a village with the buff active. Now, I was not confident at all that this would actually summon Malgosha, but I thought maybe the enemies that would like spawn in the raid would drop something that would give me a clue. Sort of like how Endermen and their eyes like lead you to the Ender Dragon, that sort of vibe. That's what I was expecting. I had just obtained a couple of blaze rods from the Nether, and I used them to craft the brewing stand, and all I needed to craft my potion was just a bit of pork. I spent my levels enchanting a sick bow with power 3, and a Fortune 2 Efficiency 3 pickaxe.
Huge.
Geared up, I set out to collect some pork and start the raid.
Where are all the piggies?
I was actually having a tough time finding a pig anywhere, and absent-mindedly just wandered off into the jungle, singing the iconic Lava Chicken track from the hit film under my breath like a madman.
Ooh, mamacita. Ringing the bell.
I then fell down a Viet Cong style pit trap that was no doubt built by Malgosha to kill me, but the pit actually led down into a huge, gorgeous underground rainforest.
Oh, this is cool.
My cooked world spawns were in full effect here, and there were just enemies absolutely everywhere. I cleared the mobs in my immediate vicinity and was feeling overconfident when I stared directly at an Enderman in an attempt to relieve him of his pearl. I then proceeded to get fully gamed on as I decided to start this fight while I was being pushed along in a stream for some reason.
This ain't good. Why did I do that?
I ran straight back into the jungle, but I had a tough time finding the Viet Cong trap.
Where was it? Oh my god, I'm about to just like lose my mind right now. This is it.
I rode the stream down to my belongings.
There's my stuff. There are gamers everywhere. God.
No! I hastily crafted an iron sword, a pickaxe, and a shield, and ran back. But this time, I just could not find the hole anywhere.
Where the frick is the hole?
And it took me a solid 5 minutes to relocate it.
This is it. Please tell me my stuff's still here. Please, come on. Don't be a cock.
I booked it down there as fast as I could to where I died, but
No, it's all gone.
not even diamonds could quell my depression. I had just lost all my prized possessions.
I lost my sick bow. Oh, I'm so pissed off.
I dug myself to the surface, made another set of armor and weapons, brewed my pig petitions, spent all of my levels on a sharpness 2 sword, created a golem to help me in the upcoming defense, and finally, I was ready to fight. And nothing happened. I wandered around, not really sure what to expect when...
Whoa! Whoa! What the frick?
I was completely bewildered and genuinely speechless. That's insane.
Okay, I found out how to kill how to spawn Malgosha at least. There's so much more than I ever could have imagined.
Okay,
Drop it. Ooh! Boom, boom, boom. Dropping on it.
okay, this is crazy. After one failed attempt to get my stuff, I think my brain got factory reset.
My golem's going crazy, bro. Oh! This is my home. I will not stand for you pigs in my house. Okay, these guys are actually insane. It's Malgosha. I managed to get my stuff back with some kind of insane movement, if I do say so myself. Got my stuff back. Okay, we're back in business. All right, I can fight now. Malgosha. Face me. There's Malgosha. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Need to retreat and eat. Oh, she's got mates. Ah! Malgosha. I'm sorry I said all those nasty things to you. No! Turns out Malgosha's got hands. She's crazy. Oh, she's right there. She's spawn camping me, bro. Oh, she does so much damage. Okay. No. Oh, that's her. No. I don't have a door in my house. Oh, this is not good. Malgosha had entered my personal home. It may not have had a door on it, but I couldn't let that slide. I re-equipped my armor. I ran past and picked up my diamond sword. I hadn't found my shield yet, but I was forced to re-engage in combat. Getting some DPS in. I managed to kite her around the bend and get all my valuables back. You're your minion. Okay, we're in business. She does so much damage. No, this is ridiculous. I've died so many times. I may have already died several times, but I was slowly whittling her down and she was on half health. Hey, Malgosha. Hey, Malgosha. I retreated back up to my home again, re-equipped my gear, and was getting in some good DPS when she... Whoa! That was insane. Ah! Malgosha's here. Why are you here? Okay. Leave me alone. Malgosha was hunting me and I still hadn't found my shield. So I was tactically running away and shooting her with arrows when I could. I tried taking cover in a villager's house and blocking the door with my body, Apex Legends style, but it did not work. Oh, they're hitting me through it. Oh, that's not good at all. I quickly crafted up a new shield and returned to the scene of the crime. Malgosha, stop camping my stuff. I got her attention and baited her away from the doorway, swooped in and picked up my kit. Then I got some huge deeps on her and she force palmed me into the lake. Stop. The fool had followed me into the water and I capitalized on her mistake, ending this once and for all. I kill you! Yes! Oh! I had slain Malgosha in an epic battle, but it was not over. There was still a health bar at the top of my screen.
The Great Hog!
Whoa, you look sick! Oh, he's nuts. I faced him and died immediately. Okay, how am I actually gonna kill this guy? Where you at, bitch? When I returned, I found him chilling underneath me. I'm cheesing him right now. And I just kind of cheesed him while laughing maniacally. This is just mean. I eventually killed him by doing this, which is probably the most anticlimactic way you could end this battle. But hey, at least I had finished it. Got him. I completed my goal. I picked up my staff, crafted the Orb of Dominance, and created an actual weapon of mass destruction. Yes. This thing seems OP AF. I then set my sights on my final goal of beating the Ender Dragon. I turned the couple of Ender Pearls that I'd collected into eyes and set out on Gerald to hunt for a stronghold and kill the dragon. I brought my fancy new staff on my travels and was using it liberally when I accidentally set Gerald on fire. Oh, sorry, bro. The staff really is just insanely powerful. Just have a look at this 1v1 I had with a movie skeleton. This took no ammo, didn't take any durability, just infinite destruction. Oh, I've just accidentally started a forest fire. Ew. I was so distracted by destruction that I didn't even realize my loyal companion's health was getting dangerously low.
Oh, Gerald. Oh, Gerald. You're gonna actually, like, ruin my whole career here.
Gerald! I hate you! I hate you!
You have no idea the wrath you just brought upon your people.
You are watching my villain origin story in real time.
I will burn your homes to the ground for Gerald.
And I was not joking. I started committing arson literally everywhere.
This forest will burn for what you did to Gerald. This forest will burn.
In a moment of self-reflection, I gazed upon the destruction I'd caused.
I really have sort of burnt their whole forest, haven't I? Oops.
Now is the moment I have to tell you guys what I've been dreading to tell you for the whole video. This playthrough had truly been cursed from a technological perspective. When I first tried to get the world up and running with these mods, it took me like 6 hours of troubleshooting to get all the mods functioning on a specific older version of Minecraft. Then, I already told you guys about the issues I had with the VR headset, and now, my entire PC was just randomly turning off. I spent literal days troubleshooting this issue and decided to do a complete fresh install of Windows 11. And I forgot to back up the world and I lost it forever. Needless to say, I was unable to complete my goal of defeating the Ender Dragon. But seriously, sorry to anyone disappointed by this outcome. And to make it up to you, I'm gonna perform an epic Minecraft track on my handpan. There is one catch, however. My hands, I've got a weird condition. They only work if you like and subscribe. So quickly do that, and then I'll be able to play my song for you. I'm waiting. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you did enjoy it, you might really like this one.